registry of property. And this can be done through an attorney that you hire or an individual with expertise in reviewing title, or you can also work with title insurance companies, many of whom have established in Mexico and offer title insurance in Mexico. And much as you would do in the United States, you would secure a title commitment prior to closing on the purchase of a piece of property and then secure title insurance once you've acquired it.
The historical process for conducting property search in Mexico is by contracting an attorney who in turn performs the title search, then provides a letter with a legal opinion.
We will do the same title search, but issue a very distinct product. His is a legal opinion, and ours is in the title insurance policy. The legal opinion admits no recourse against it. If something goes wrong with the property, if there's fraud, if there's liens on the property, it cannot be removed. If there's something that the attorney searched and that he did not come aware of a situation that poses some threat to the buyer, he's not going to respond to the buyer. Why? Because he has no obligation, because it's just a legal opinion. And second, most of the times, if you're talking about $100 million transaction, most probably than not, he will not have the funds to back you up. So therefore, the difference relies on the end product, which is a policy that secures you 100% of your investment.
When title search fails to identify the sequence of past ownership and proper transfer of title of such ownership, what is the policy of the title insurance company?
We have had many cases where we do not insure clients. We create value by two ways. One, by issuing a policy that it covers their investment, or by two, informing them that we cannot secure this investment through a policy.
Many developers require a deposit from buyers at time of purchase, in many cases while the residence has not been constructed or in the process of construction.
During that period, you can put down a deposit on the property, much as you would do so in the United States. You obviously try to have that money placed in escrow, and that would be the recommended course of action. Now, in reality, many developers in Mexico will ask you to actually release the deposit to them. Some others will put it in escrow, and others offer bonding to guarantee the reimbursement of the deposit. Obviously, from a legal perspective, what we would recommend is always to keep the money in escrow.
What is the prudent course of action for buyers?
So obviously the best course of action is putting the money in escrow.
LAGSA, a real estate development company that is arguably the largest such company in Baja California, offering properties to U.S. citizens, owns and will soon begin developing what is to many the most coveted property in the entire Baja coast, Sal Si Puedes. What are the plans for that magnificent property?
Well, the plans that we have for Sal Si Puedes, and as you mentioned, a piece of property that everyone that has traveled to Ensenada through the scenic road has seen it, the last 35 years, and everyone has mentioned, or everyone has thought of owning a piece of property in that particular space. Sal Si Puedes is actually a very nice sized property. It's about 750 acres of land. It's a big piece of property. And there we're bringing in some people from the United States also to do some of the master plan. We're contracting Cunningham Group from Malibu to do some of the architectural work. We're contracting Wallace Group from San Luis Obispo to do some of the work in the master plan. And we're joining forces with the right people and the right teams to really bring a master plan community for that area.
For 80 years, the Rosarito Beach Hotel has been the most prominent landmark and most visited resort by Southern Californians for several generations. The hotel will break ground on one of the first high-rise hotel condo projects in Baja California in the near future to begin delivery in 2008 to buyers.
And we decided to do a condo hotel on the property for people interested in vacationing, having their own condo, and just having fun here at the hotel with all the amenities that we always include.
CS Financial, a California private mortgage bank headquartered in Beverly Hills, California, that underwrites $2 billion annually of mortgages and construction loans, has entered the Mexican market. What are the services and reasons for entering the market?
We currently have products that are focused primarily on American citizens or American residents.
Larry Kelly decided to retire in Rosarito Beach 7 years ago. How has he found the experience to be?
Decided when I retired that this is where I had to be. I love the whole atmosphere, the people, the culture, the food, everything.
Was it a difficult decision to make?
Not at all. That first weekend coming down, I bought in that same weekend, and since then I'm on my fourth home now.
The importance of real estate reform in Mexico is of great interest to American buyers. Uppermost is the assurance that real estate agents are knowledgeable and abide by a strict code of ethics, while being policed by competent legal authorities. Hugo Torres, second-generation owner-operator of the Rosarito Beach Hotel, has been on the forefront of seeking reform.
We are very much concerned that people involved in real estate are really professionals.
Mr. Torres was a co-founder of Adetur, a membership organization of Baja coastal developers who agreed to abide by a code of ethics, obtain title insurance for the properties proposed for development, and offer the same to buyers, and obtain all applicable local, state, and federal permits as applicable to their development. Many Americans have long hesitated to buy property in Baja, indeed all of Mexico, due to fears that the property may be lost to former claims of ownership without recourse to the American buyers. What are the reforms taking shape that will prevent this type of event from occurring as it has, though rare, in the past? Will there be real estate licensing requirements dictating a course of study specific to real estate issues and passing of a test?
So our main goal is to have the state government of Baja California and the Baja California Congress approve a proposal that the Association of Realtors has presented, in which they will require a license before they come and start selling real estate.
AMPI is the organization equivalent to the Board of Realtors in the United States. There are reports that the U.S. Board of Realtors has reviewed the proposed study program and test to be given by AMPI and the code of ethics required to all who will be entering the real estate profession, and is satisfied to the point where it has certified AMPI. Reforms for real estate professionals is a very positive step, but representations to buyers are only as good as the ethics, warranties, and representations made by the developers.
We have with us Diane Gibbs, Baja Californian Realtor. You represent developers. What are the requirements for you to be able to handle them?
They must have a title insurance policy by one of the major companies, and we don't care who that is. Sure. They must either offer a performance bond or escrow the down payments of the buyer's money.
The real estate boom in the U.S., California included, seems to be slowing, and in some places regressing. What will be the effect on the Baja real estate boom?
I think that financing is definitely bringing in a new sales technique to these developers and the real estate companies. I also would make one comment to the market slowing. I think actually what we saw is, we saw a boom. And what we're seeing now is maybe a stronger market coming into Baja, because as opposed to speculators, now you're getting buyers that really believe in the marketplace from a standpoint of the culture and what's there to live with. And so we're actually seeing more retirement individuals coming to move down to Mexico. And to us, that's a more stable market than is a second home investment buyer. So when we say the slowing, the only area we see the slowing on is maybe we're not going to have as much equity to tap into in the States for these buyers. But we do definitely see a strong notion of retirement buyers continuing to leap down towards this area, especially your Mexican Americans wanting to come back down to their culture.